Hey guys, Robin Slayer here, and welcome back to Doki Blue Skies Halloween Edition. Now, that's not the actual thing, but this is part 10. Part 10 is going to be the Halloween edition. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this one, just because of all the... Just because I've already had a good experience so far with this mod. I really enjoy it, so if the Halloween edition is going to be fun, I really want to know what it's going to be like, so... hopefully there's cosplay, because in just Halloween, you have to cosplay. You don't really have to. I don't really, because I don't feel comfortable with that. My camera's not in the, there we go. God, I can't speak. But, we're gonna play more Blue Skies. This is part 10. This is going to be such a long series on Doki. So this is the longest series I've done so far. Though I thought a Brand New Day was going to be the longest one, but no, it's not. It's not. So, for one, before we get started, I really want to talk about something that I've been wanting, because I've been doing nothing but more Doki stuff on this channel, and I'm like, I need to do more stuff, and as I said, I stand by my word. I'm not gonna be playing Portal until I feel like it, but until then, that means I'm not gonna be going back to it. And Portal 2, I will think about doing Portal 2. I have some other games in mind, like Minecraft. I still need to get back to, but I think I might want to finish this series off first before I do that, or instead of not finishing off the series, just intently move it to the side and then do some other stuff for all that. I want to play a lot of other stuff. For one, I want to play Five Nights at Freddy's Ultimate Custom Night on this channel. So that way I can at least attempt to try to at least get higher stuff in the game mode, and as well play FNAF World. And also, I don't know if I want to play Pizzeria Simulator, because it's the older games. I might try to play the older games if I can actually get the time and money to, buy them and stuff like that, but that's gonna be a big change pace. I do want to try at least and do some Yandere Simulator content on the channel. But that's gonna have to be left for some other time. I need to figure out how to get things in order and straight from there, So it's gonna be a little bit before I can, actually do that. But it's gonna be fine. I think it would be fine. I don't really want to talk about this much because I'm starting Doki Literature Club, or doing Doki Blue Skies. But I don't know how short this one's gonna be on the Halloween episode, so that just kind of depends, but I'm really looking forward to this mod, or not this mod. I'm looking forward to future stuff that I want to do. There's so much that I want to try to do, and there's some games that I've really been meaning to play, but that I can't get to. At some point, I would love a PlayStation camera, so I can have a face cam showing while I'm live streaming. It'd be really appreciative it'd be not appreciative. It'd be a really great thing for me to have a PlayStation camera, so that way I can broadcast my face while I'm doing Fortnite streams. But I'm also gonna try to get away from Fortnite and maybe try and do some Warzone stuff, because I haven't been playing much Warzone. I'm really bad at Call of Duty, and I've been really bad at shooter type games, so that's why I'm not the best at Fortnite. So but I enjoy Fortnite because it's something that it's full fun and worthwhile with all the skins and outfits and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, you guys can skip ahead of this if you guys don't want to listen to my bull crap, but I want to talk about this stuff, so about the improvement of this channel. So I don't know what else much to say, other than I'm trying my hardest to get more content up. I'm really trying, because it takes a certain bit. It takes a long time to get there, and you know, like it takes so long because like you have to plan ahead and you have to like know like when you're gonna record, and you just can't record on the spot. Well, some people do, and I know Jack does it because I watched Jack, because Jack has been my idol on YouTube for God knows how long. But you need, like, for me it's hard because I overthink things too much, and then I need to plan things out, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be lost and I don't understand what I need to do. I need to plan ahead what I'm gonna play. I can't just get on and be like, I'm gonna play this. So that's the hard part about it. It's really hard to do that. It's really hard to like get on and play. It's really hard to just get on and record whatever. Some people it's easy because they have nothing else to do, and I have the same, but for me it's not as easy as people might think about it, or think as it will, or is. So that's all. I've been talking for a good long while, and I don't know. I just wanted to talk about what I needed to do, because I've been realizing that this is the 10th episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies. Well, without there being any other videos except for my blog that I had about me coming back, but there just hasn't been anything out of the ordinary, you know? There hasn't been really anything much going on. So what I might do is that after this recording, I might just do an episode of Minecraft instead, and do some Minecraft playing and stuff like that, you know, play some Minecraft, get it into it, you know, get back into it again, because God knows how long it's been since I've done that, over a month at least. So God, I've been talking for almost 10 minutes, and that's as long as I usually do for mods, but I just needed to talk about this. I didn't want to wait for a vlog. I didn't want to make an entire vlog about that. I wanted to talk about it in this episode, because after this recording I will have a Minecraft recording set up. I will be playing Minecraft again, finally, but it will not be hardcore. So yeah. Also, if you also, by the way, before I continue and all that stuff, I have a Twitch stream channel, so or don't have a Twitch stream channel. I have a Twitch. I do mostly Fortnite at the moment. I might step out of that arena for a little bit, maybe. Try some Warzone, and as I said, I might try to play some Minecraft, because I had talked about this before. Try to play Minecraft on my PlayStation instead, and maybe some other games that I might have. That just depends on what I can play and stuff like that. So catch up with me on those. You guys want to go and follow my Twitch? Link in the description. Go follow me on Twitch. Anyway, almost been 10 minutes of this. We need to get into the mod, because I just needed to talk about that for a little bit. So let's go ahead and play. Or let's go ahead and play. So jeez. In order to celebrate Halloween, Monica asked us all to write themed poetry. We're supposed to have some kind of Halloween party as well. Don't really know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. I did watch a horror anime to get in the mood, but I'm not sure if it helped much. Don't get me wrong, it was a great bit of surreal horror media. The sound design successfully created tension that kept stacking up over time, and the graphics were quite creepy as well. They were done in the style of old paper puppet crafts, lending an air of mystery and age to the stories. Despite all this, though, my mind still draws a blank when I confront the paper in front of me. It doesn't help that I hardly got any sleep last night either. It's hard to shake off this feeling of exhaustion. Ugh. I don't want to procrastinate too much, but come on. You've got to think of something. How in the world does Stephen King do this? Alright, it's getting a little bit late, but it probably wouldn't hurt to go out and walk around for a few minutes. Exercise can energize you, right? You could always pick up a can of coffee or tea somewhere, too. Plus, something might come to me while I'm walking. Whew. As I make my way outside, I see stars here and there beginning to emerge from the darkening sky. It looks like there might be a small chance of rain, but it's a bit nippy as well. I don't think it's anything I have to worry about, though. What's a good place to go for poetry inspiration? I stretch languidly as I stroll past a set of train tracks. Horror? Isn't there a graveyard around here somewhere? If I recall correctly, it's a quick walk away from where I'm at. It'll probably seriously creep me out, but art requires sacrifice. A few minutes later, I spot the wrought iron gate to the cemetery. It's quite dark as there aren't any lights, but I can still make out the dark greens of the ivy snaking up the iron fence, as well as the flash of violet just inside the gate. Wait a minute. Hey, Yuri! The violet! Yuri! Ah! Oh! Oh! She's like wearing a robe around her normal wear. She seems to panic for a moment after noticing me, but quickly regains her composure as we approach each other. Hi, Jake. Didn't see you. I didn't see you there. Sorry if I startled you now. Oh, it's no bother. Wait, why is Yuri visiting the graveyard? Oh. Hey Yuri, were you trying to find inspiration for your Halloween poem too? She glances around for a minute as if processing my question. Oh yes, that's right. I'm assuming you were doing the same? Yep. Guess great minds think alike. Yuri gives a light chuckle at that. I was thinking of getting something to drink too. Want to come with me? Well, it's getting a bit late. Oh, no problem. I'm just planning on grabbing tea or coffee from the store for a minute. I see. In that case, I could probably keep you company for a bit. Smiling at each other, we start making our way to the shopping district. Yuri, I think you have something on your shoe. Is that so? We slow to a stop as she bends down to pick up something off her shoe. Huh? Is that a rose petal? Where did that come from? It must have come off some of the flower arrangements back in the cemetery. Makes sense. It's nice to know that people's graves are being tended in there. I agree. Being forgotten by your loved ones, it isn't a very comforting thought. Were you walking around there for a while? For a little bit. I had some trouble settling on a certain theme for my poem. I don't believe it. After what, there's been hints. I want to say that Yuri's parents are dead. I kind of want to say that Yuri's parents are dead. Cause why would she? I don't think it's the poem cemetery. Cause the thing on the flower on her, or the rose petal on her foot doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense why it would be there all of a sudden and be like, oh, you stepped on something in the graveyard? So I want to say that I think Yuri's parents are no more. They were completely gone. So, what a great start this has been. That's a surprise, considering how much you love horror. You would think so. Oh, I'm gonna move the mic a little bit closer. There we go. You would think so, but it's difficult to pick one cohesive theme when there are so many to choose from. What'd you end up deciding on? Well, would it be alright if I kept it as a surprise for now? Sure, I can respect that. As we pass by a row of small shops and cafes, a few drops of water splash onto my face. It's called rain! Ooh! That's cool! I like that! I like that. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna screenshot this thing for one moment. That's cool! I'm gonna have that screenshot saved, because if I don't, I'm probably gonna regret it. So, Probably not going to be a thumbnail, but it could be a thumbnail for another day, so... The droplets soon increase in size and frequency, and before we know it, we're caught in a downpour. Should have brought an umbrella after all. Do you want to head inside somewhere?
Yes, please.
We jog up to the convenience store, the cold rain water splashing up at our ankles, and we slosh through puddles. The entrance under the awning is thankfully dry, the yellowed lights inside comforting in the night. Pushing the door open, we're met with a small tinkling of a bell. Whew. Let's see, where's the drink section?
Oh, I think I see it in the back.
I follow Yuri to a drinks cooler filled with colorful array of bottles and cans. What are you in the mood for? She pops open the door and grabs a bottle of green tea.
While I usually prefer my tea freshly made, the occasional chilled bottle of tea is a nice change of pace.
Yeah, it does kind of change the taste when it's hot versus when it's cold.
The iciness of cold tea can give it a certain sweetness.
We continue our conversation as we take our drinks to the register. It doesn't seem like the rain's letting up.
We'd probably get soaked if we were to go out now, but we should really be getting back.
Over on the other side of the store, I spot a stand carrying a few umbrellas. How about we buy an umbrella then? It'd definitely beat getting sick while trying to get back home.
I suppose we can do that.
Stepping away from the counter, I grab a plain black umbrella as Yuri grabs a striped one. Oh, what are you doing?
Buying an umbrella?
Aren't we gonna share one? It'd save us money.
Are you sure? I wouldn't want to be a bother. It'd be unfair to ask you to pay it for it too.
Don't worry about it. I've been needing a new one anyway. There's no need for us to buy two of them when just one will work.
That's true. All right. Thank you for being so considerate.
She fidgets with her hair as she says this, a blush creeping across her cheeks. Man, shy girls are seriously cute. No problem. It's still raining pretty hard.
I believe that the bus should be here in a minute.
Don't you usually walk around town?
Well, yes, but the weather...
Alright. Let's head to the stop so we don't miss it then. Excuse me? Hello? After unfolding the umbrella, I wait for Yuri to join me under it. She's not coming closer though, instead electing to stand still, staring at her feet. Is something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
She inches toward me until there's only a few inches between us. Let's go. We make our way to the bus stop. Once there, I open up my bottle of tea. It's probably not the best weather to drink ice cold tea, but I'd already bought it. Hey Yuri?
Yes?
I meant to ask earlier, but how did you learn to make tea?
It's not such an interesting story.
Come on, I want to get to know you better. And given that the tea is such an integral part of your character, I feel like I should know more about what it means to you.
An integral part of my character?
I mean, you are passionate about tea, aren't you?
I suppose so. But I do have other interests too, you know?
Yeah, I was just joking. I guess it just wasn't a very good joke.
No, you're fine. I'm just...
Shut the frick up, phone. My god, you don't need to be doing this bull crap.
Jesus. No, you're fine. I'm just not very good with humor.
Yuri sighs, looking up into the sky.
My mother was the one who taught me how to make tea.
That makes sense. She was the one who helped you teach you how to cook, after all.
Yes, that's right. I believe I was just about to finish primary school when I first tried to make tea. Of course, I didn't go about making it all at once. Oof. But over time, she allowed me to do more and more. She taught me how to prepare tea in all manner of ways, from Western to Eastern styles. You'd be surprised at how many different infusers strainers and teapots she owned.
Sounds like it's a major hobby for her.
It definitely was. My mother even eventually taught me how to properly perform a tea ceremony.
Dang, seriously? Why aren't you in the club for that then?
I don't know. I was just always intimidated by the idea of actually performing it in front of other people.
Excuse me, what the frick is going on outside? UPS just stopped by.
There are so many ways you can mess up.
But you always seem really graceful to me. Well, I'm glad you didn't join the tea ceremony club, though, because otherwise I wouldn't have met you.
I'm glad to.
She blushes and looks down again, smiling at her shoes.
I'm not as graceful as you may think, though.
Huh. I kind of find that hard to believe.
You just haven't seen me make many mistakes yet. There was one time I wasn't careful enough when handling the tea kettle one day and nearly spilled it onto myself. My mother realized what was happening and put her hand over the spout to keep it from burning me. But because of that, she ended up with burns on her hand. For a while I just felt so awful for allowing my attitude to hurt my mother. I didn't touch the tea kettle again for quite a while. Over time, however, I ended up becoming interested in tea again.
Well, I'm glad you got back into it. You're beginning being clumsy isn't something that I'm used to. When she's calm, she's so elegant, whatever.
Yes, I am too.
Your mom sounds really nice, by the way. I shiver a bit as the wind buffets my body, whipping my clothes around me. Thankfully, the bus shows up a moment later, its bright headlights heralding its arrival. We stumble aboard I almost said manga. We stumble aboard and manage to find seats next to each other. Yuri moves her arm to her side, letting out a deep breath and looking out the night sky beyond the window. The passing streetlights reflect off of her eyes, shining golden over the violet of her rises. Sinking lower into my seat, I sigh in contentment. Even though we aren't talking, it still feels nice just to be close to her. After a minute, Yuri signals her oncoming stop. As I stand up to exit the bus with her, Yuri stops me.
You really don't have to walk me all the way back. Isn't this out of your way?
Yeah, but I don't want you to get sick. I brought the umbrella to share with you the full way. Come on, I insist. I gently pull Yuri along with me, opening the umbrella as we leave.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's quite serene now. The rain has lightened up to a pitter-patter, and the occasional breeze gently rustles the trees around us.
Jake?
Yes?
Do you ever notice how the light is when it's raining?
What do you mean?
Well...
She looks around for a moment, then points at a street lamp down the street.
Whenever it rains, it almost seems like the properties of light are completely changed. And it's especially obvious at night.
Now that she mentions it, the lights do seem a bit different. It's something that I think that I've noticed subconsciously, but never really paid any attention to. A cold gust blows by, causing Yuri and I to huddle closer to each other. Or together, I think. If I can read properly. Together, yes. Our shoulders are touching by this point, providing a small smidgen of warmth. Yuri doesn't seem to notice, or at least she's acting like she doesn't. But it might just be that she's lost in her thoughts right now, though. She's been doing that more and more frequently. It's been nice to see her really open up to me. Yeah, it's almost like the lights are glowing. Well, of course light glows, but it's, I don't know, blurry? Yuri nods her head.
The way the light bounces off off each individual droplet seems to create a sort of halo around the street lamps. At times, it almost looks like the lights dancing around in the air as it refracts through the rain. It's as if the lights are spirits burning out their life forces like fireflies, showing that not all the world is darkness.
Huh. Never thought of it like that before. My words are met with a faint smile.
Every so often, I wonder if the lights in the distance are friendly will-o-wisps. I wonder if they're guiding me somewhere, urging me towards some far-off destination one step at a time. It's unnerving when they suddenly disappear right before you. When something cuts off their connection to the world, leaving everyone being guided in the dark. It's when that happens that you realize what you'd be taking for granted. You begin to truly appreciate how welcoming the warmth was before, in contrast to the new, chilling darkness.
Yeah, you feel kind of lonely when you're walking by yourself in the dark. Not to mention, it's kind of dangerous to do so. You haven't been doing that a lot lately, have you?
Don't worry, I haven't.
Well, good. You ever need to walk around at night, just ask me and I'll be there. Plus, it feels a lot less lonely when you walk around with friends. Even if you're lost in the dark, if you have friends by your side, you'll at least be able to trust that someone's going to stick by you. It's not just me, but it feels like Yuri and I are a bit closer than we were before. I'm about to open my mouth to speak again when she abruptly comes to a stop, nearly causing me to trip. We're at a quiet intersection that I'm not too familiar with.
Well, Jake, thank you for accompanying me on the way home.
Aren't I walking all the way back with you? You wouldn't want to get wet now, right?
I mean, the rain's let up quite a bit now. Really, I wouldn't want you to go too far out of your way.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. Thank you for the offer, though.
Oh, good. It's been my pleasure.
You were right. It is less lonely walking with friends.
Her smile sends a light wave of warmth through my body. Yeah, it was. Well, see you tomorrow then.
Goodbye, Jake.
It's really good to see the transition. Just someone who puts this in is so cute. That was the most cutest thing ever. Ugh. I ended up getting home pretty late last night. On top of that, I had to finish some work before going to bed. So, this makes it 2 nights in a row that I didn't get enough sleep. My head feels fuzzy and warm, and I'm having a hard time finding the energy to get up. As I shove my blankets aside and try to stand up, I struggle to maintain my balance. Crap, I can't do it. I flop back into my bed, sinking down into my comforter. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a bit. Whoop. What is this? My body feels like it's baking in an oven. This pounding in my head, each wave of pain pushes me further into the haze of my fever. Ugh, how much time has passed? I struggle to take a deep breath, and I'm pleasantly surprised by the notes of lavender and sweets in the air. Lavender? Yuri? Now that I think about it, I hope she didn't catch anything as well. I smile into my pillow as I think about the time we've been spending together. Not even my fever can distract me from the happiness I feel from recalling these memories. This warm and fuzzy feeling inside, it's not the same kind of feeling I get when I think about friends. It's something different. However, I'm suddenly snapped out of my reverie when something cold and damp is placed on my forehead. Turning in bed to face my room, I'm met by the sight of Yuri and Sayori sitting by my bedside. Yuri's red-faced, whispering to Sayori as Sayori writes on a piece of paper. Jake, you're finally awake! Yeah, I guess I am. What time is it?
It's about 7 o'clock in the evening.
Holy, and I've been out this whole day? Holy crap! Hold on, what are you two doing here? I get up a little, propping myself up on my elbows. My head still spins whenever I move, but I'm still but I'm a bit better than I was earlier.
I'm really sorry for coming into your home unannounced like this. You weren't answering your calls, and Sayori mentioned that.
Relax, Yuri. I'm guessing you and Sayori came over to check up on me. In which case, I'm thankful you guys are here. Yuri blinks for a moment, a blush deepening on her cheeks.
Well, I'm glad.
See, Yuri? I told you Jake wouldn't mind. So, you're the culprit behind this visit, huh? Hey, you should be thankful that we're here. Don't worry, I am. I'm just teasing you.
Huh. Well, you didn't show up at school and wouldn't answer our calls, so we were worried that something happened to you.
Should have seen Yuri. She started
Sayori. Anyway, Sayori decided to visit after school, so I tagged along.
Well, I'm sorry for making you guys worry and go through all this trouble.
We'd much rather you were okay, so please don't worry about it.
Anyway, I think I'll be fine. You're making an attempt at standing, but the intense waves of nausea quickly remind me that I'm not going anywhere soon.
No, you should rest.
I'll get you some water and medicine. Sayori rushes off, the fading sound of footsteps signaling her descent to the lower floor of the house.
You need to recover before you attempt anything more strenuous.
Standing up in a strenuous activity?
You know what I mean.
Well, I kinda need to use the bathroom. I stand up fully this time.
Oh? Well, in that case...
Yuri stands up too.
Do you want me to help you?
Now, it could be that I'm not feeling as well as I thought I did, but at the thought of her helping me in the bathroom, it feels like my fever has come back in full force. I sit back down as my face heats up. Okay, Jake, she probably means something way different from what you think.
Jake, are you okay? Your face is burning up.
I'm fine, Yuri.
Here, let me help you.
She proceeds to extend her hand out to me. Focus, Jake. I'd probably die of embarrassment if I end up wetting myself in front of two girls, so I gotta make it to the bathroom one way or another. I take Yuri's hand. It's surprisingly cool in my grasp. As she helps me back up, I start to wobble a bit.
If you need to, you could.
Now it looks like she's the one catching a fever. She looks away, struggling to maintain eye contact. Are you okay, Yuri?
If you need to, you can lean against me for support. I wouldn't want you to end up falling and hurting yourself while you're ill.
Thoughtful. We end up leaning on each other shoulder to shoulder. Aww. Once we make it outside my room to the bathroom door, Sayori comes up the stairs with water and medicine. Hey Jake, you shouldn't be out. She cuts herself off and glances between Yuri and me. I need to go to the bathroom, so Yuri's helping me.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, I'll put the stuff next to your bed then. And with that, she heads into my room. Alright, I'll be fine here, Yuri.
Okay, I'll be heading back into your room then, if you don't mind. Just call me when you're finished.
Oop. Making my way back to my room, I can just barely hear the sounds of Sayori and Yuri talking. So, it seems... And Jake are...
Do you...
Wait, what about me? Come on, you heard what he said? What? What did I say?
I'm sure we just misheard him.
Well, he doesn't know a whole lot of people outside of the club. Who do you think he was talking about? Alright, Jake. You should probably stop eavesdropping now. But as I reach the doorknob, my hand freezes.
What do you mean?
My mind's racing, trying to figure out if I said anything to them. Oh, come on, Yuri. Don't you think that? Hold on, guys. I need to check something real quick. It's so weird. hearing sounds.
I should check on him.
As footsteps begin approaching the door, I quickly open it. Ooh.
Jake, I see that you're done.
Yeah, I just finished. Oh, my waifu loves me. Saori perks up as she notices me enter my room again. Hey, I just texted Monica and Natsuki that you were doing better. Ah, cool. They were probably wondering where I was, right? As I open my mouth to speak more, my stomach rumbles.
Now that I think about it, would you like something to eat?
Yeah, that'd be great. Ooh.
Ah, Jinx!
Yuri sighs and then laughs along with Saori.
If you want, we can try making something here. Jake, do you have any ingredients we can use?
I'm pretty sure that I have some salmon. Oh, and a bunch of frozen foods as usual.
Ooh, I'd like some salmon. Given that it's a school night, it'd be preferable if we could make something fast.
Just be careful not to set the house on fire again. I smile at Saori while I say this. Hey! That was one time! We end up laughing together.
Well, Jake, if you're settled back in, we'll get started on the food then.
They proceed to head downstairs as I take my medicine and drink some water. It's nice and quiet now. As I close my eyes, I can feel myself slipping back into the warm embrace of sleep. That is, until the sound of my phone ringing shatters the calm of the air. What kind of ringtone is that? For a moment, I contemplate ignoring it, but with a groan, I reach for my phone and check the caller ID. Mom's calling? Good thing I checked. What the frick? Hello. Hey, Mom. Oh, great.
Hey, Jake, are you okay?
I can't do it.
Hey, Jake, are you okay? You didn't pick up your phone earlier, so I was getting worried. Plus, the school rang me up to tell me that you didn't go in.
Sorry. Must have been out. Anyway, I'm doing better now. I had a really bad fever, but after sleeping it off, I'm feeling much better.
Are you sure?
Yes, Mom.
Well, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and getting a lot of rest, okay? I think I left some medicine in the kitchen if you're...
Mom, it's just a fever. It's not like the bubonic plague or anything. But right as I say that, I can't help but hack up a wet, waspy cough. Oof.
Are you sure about that? That cough sounded pretty medieval.
Geez, way to reassure me.
Are you sure you're okay? I can catch a flight home if you're really ill, you know.
No, that's way too much That's way too much effort. I'll be fine, Mom. Seriously. Back with some random bull crap. Some friends came over from school to help me take care of me.
Oh, I'm guessing one of them was Saori.
Mm-hmm.
And
what?
The other friend?
She's a girl.
She's a girl, isn't she?
Hey, don't be getting any funny ideas.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, it was just Yuri.
Is it Yuri from your club?
Yeah, she is.
I see. So,
I can tell exactly what the next question is gonna be.
how close are you and Yuri?
Called it. What do you mean?
You know, do you like her? You seem to be close if she's concerned enough to check on you along with Saori. Or is Saori the one you like?
Mom!
Can a mother be curious about her son's love life? Like, come on, man, you gotta feel it in your bones. You gotta, you know, get out there. What am I saying? God damn it.
See, now, I'm the asshat in this. The protagonist is the asshat, but I don't know. Do we have a dick mom or a dick dad? Is that how we become a dick in this game? Is that how we do it? Okay, this is getting annoying. What's going on? god! I'm not cutting any of that out. It was just like a few seconds, but my god! I hate hearing noises.
Come on, be honest.
Jeez, my life isn't some dumb high school rom-com, you know? What kind of angsty teenage boy tells their mom about their crushes?
Oh, it's okay. I'll keep it a secret.
Ugh, how about this? I'll answer with a definite, I don't know.
You can't worm your way out of this one. I'm too starved for details about your life.
I roll my eyes. Whose fault is that she's not here to know about my life? Almost immediately after thinking that, I'm hit by a pang of guilt. Noises! She's not working away from home because she wants to. She's doing it to support me and maintain her quality of life.
So, do you not know? Or do you know but just not want to say it?
Ugh. It might just be my guilt making me do this, but you know what? I'm gonna open up to her. It's hard to describe.
So, you like Sayori then?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever thought of her that way. Sayori and I have been friends for so long that it's hard to imagine us being a couple. I don't know. I think I'm just too used to thinking of her as my best friend.
I think you two would make a nice couple.
Mom.
If it's not her, then is it the other girl?
Yuri?
Yeah, tell me a bit about her.
Well, Yuri's super smart, but kinda shy. She loves literature and can always provide deep insight into whatever we read. Oh, and she's also really mysterious. Sometimes it feels like I know her, but then I find out something new and surprising about her that I've never expected.
It definitely sounds like you like her.
Wait, how do you know?
It's the way that you talk about her. I can't see you, but the tone of your voice makes it seem like that's the case. Or it could just be a mother's intuition. And at any rate, from what you describe, she seems like a nice girl.
Well, I think that the sound of footsteps outside my door interrupts my train of thought. This is not a conversation I feel comfortable having in front of the girls now. Hey, Mom, I've gotta go now. There's a knock on the door.
Alright then, but you're not off the hook for this conversation. You better believe we'll be continuing the next time I call.
Okay, I got it.
I'll call the school to let them know that you're not feeling well. Love you, Jake.
Thanks, and love you too. I hang up the phone and toss it aside. Come in.
Jake, are you feeling better?
Yuri's holding a platter of freshly cooked dumplings. I can see steam still wafting on them. What? Hey Yuri, thanks for cooking. And you made my favorite dumplings too. Yay! Mike frickin' crap piece of crap. God damn it. I'm dying.
It was nothing. I remembered what you said about them. So when I saw the bag in the freezer, I kind of had to make them.
That's really thoughtful of you. Thanks again. Wait, is Sayori cooking downstairs by herself?
I came up here to bring you your food. Don't worry, she's making sure that they don't.
Yuri, can you hurry downstairs?
I'll leave your food here for now. Coming, Sayori.
Yuri sets down the dumplings next to me, along with a set of chopsticks. It's about 12 of them, all neatly lined up. Turning one over, I can see that the bottom is a perfectly crispy golden brown. I don't want the dumpling to go cold now, but I'd much rather eat with everyone.
Sayori,
I'm sorry!
Turn off the stove!
Okay! I try to yell up from my bed. Is everything alright?
Yes!
Do you want to eat together upstairs? It sounds like something is being sprayed downstairs. Maybe later!
You can go ahead and eat now.
Don't wait up for us! Ugh. I'm torn between panicking and laughing. Granted, they're going through all of this trouble for me, although it won't mean much if the house is burnt down. But it's the thought that counts. And anyway, I haven't smelled any smoke yet, so I'm probably good. I think. After about 5 minutes, I hear 2 sets of footsteps coming upstairs.
Jake?
Yeah? We kind of, sort of, you know.
We burnt some of the dumplings.
Plus, there's fire extinguishers foam everywhere. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I'm sorry. Hey, you guys are only here to take care of me. So as long as you two don't get hurt and the house doesn't burn down, it's okay. They glance at each other and sigh.
Thank you for understanding. And God dang it.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Sayori glances at my plate. I thought this was going to be the Halloween episode. Actually, I might as well record a second half of this video. So I think I might just stop it here for a little bit, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and put a save file just because I always want to be safe. I always want to be safe, you know? I think I might just quit this one for now and then do like a second half recording later on today. So instead of doing a Minecraft, I think I'm gonna do I think I'll finish off with Doki Doki. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit then. Bye for now. Alright. Yeah. This second half of the video, it's a day later. I wasn't really feeling up to recording yesterday. So this video is gonna be a day late, so, well, when I'm recording this video will be up, but I just didn't, because I thought that it was going to be a Halloween episode. So I was wondering when the Halloween episode is going to be here. So I'm going to play through this until I get to the Halloween episode, because this episode is going to be the Halloween episode. So I also want to save a lot of recording time, you know. I just want to save a lot of recording, so. Sayori glances at my plate. Wait, why don't you eat your food? Figured it'd only be an extra few minutes to wait for you two.
I can make something else after Sayori and I can clean up.
But they're probably cold by now. Now that you mention it, you're right. Hey, Yuri?
Yes?
Could you warm these up and bring these back to my room, along with a few more plates and forks?
Of course, but don't tell me you want to share your food?
Yep, that's right. The girls pause for a moment. But you're sick! Relax, I haven't touched the dumplings at all. We can share them to tide us over for now, and then I can order some pizza in the meantime.
Are you sure?
Positive. It's at this moment that Sayori's stomach starts rumbling. Besides, it's getting late and you all need to head back home soon. Yuri looks over at Sayori as if waiting to take a cue from her. Thankfully, Sayori's never had any hang-ups over accepting food from me. Sounds good to me. Thanks, Jake.
In that case, I'll be in your care.
Huh. No need to be so formal, Yuri.
What I mean to say is, thank you for the offer.
She snatches the platter of food and hurries downstairs as if running away. No, Yuri, come back! Now that that's dealt with, it's time to order the pizza. It won't break my food budget, so as long as I don't do it too often. Yuri comes back up with the warmed up dumplings.
All right, here are the dumplings.
She hands out them four on each plate. Hey, Sayori. Yeah. Before I forgot to ask, would it be all right if you picked up my schoolwork tomorrow? You could probably ask Shiori. She's bound to have all my missing work. Yeah, I could do that. After all, it won't do you any good to miss out on your education. Got it, Mom. Huh? You know that it's for your own good. Yeah. Anyway, let's dig in. As we eat, our conversation ends up turning toward the club. By the way, is everyone done writing their poems for Halloween? I'm still thinking about mine, but I want to keep it a secret for now.
My poem's first draft is actually finished already.
Oh, what's it about?
I'd like to keep it a secret until Halloween too. We wouldn't want the suspense to be ruined after all.
That's true. We should probably all keep our lips sealed about them till then. Alright, I'm just still curious though. Knowing Yuri, her poem will probably be pretty solid. But I wonder what Sayori's gonna write about.
I imagine that you weren't able to write yours yet due to your illness?
Yeah, you got me there. How'd you get sick anyway? You never get sick, not even when we were kids. That's probably because I was walking around in the rain last night. Huh? But wasn't it pouring down pretty hard? What were you doing out in the rain? Honestly, I don't even remember why. Jake?
To be fair, if he hadn't happened upon me, he might not have been out for so long. So really, I'm to blame for Jake's illness.
Oh, come on, Yuri. I was wandering outside even without you at the first place, anyway. So, you two were together last night then? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. We were both looking for inspirations for our poems. Great minds think alike, right? Great minds think alike, right, Yuri?
I suppose so.
Oh, I guess you guys found your inspirations together then, right? Well, not yet. For me, at least. Maybe I'll need another late night walk with Yuri to finish up the poem.
If you ever need it, I'd be happy to accompany you for another walk.
Wow, sounds like fun. Regardless, with or without another walk, I'll have something together by the time Halloween comes up.
I look forward to it.
Suddenly the doorbell rings. I'll get it! I'm super hungry! I shuffle around my drawers for my wallet and hand Sayori the money. Hey, that should be enough to cover it. Thanks, I'll be right back. Before Yuri can move to join her, Sayori dashes off downstairs. Man, she really ran off.
Yeah, I should probably go with her. Excuse me?
As Yuri follows Sayori out of my room, I check for my text messages. Smenica.
Hey Jake, how are you feeling? Are you okay? I got your number from Sayori and was wondering if anything happened.
Hey. I wasn't feeling well, so I ended up sleeping the day away. I'll be back to the club for a few days, but should be fine by Halloween. After a moment, she gets back to me.
Glad that you'll be better by Halloween. Wouldn't want you to miss it. Hope you feel better soon.
Thanks, lol. I appreciate lol. Bucka bucka rar. No. As I finish tapping away my phone, the girls re-enter the room with the pizzas. Pizza time. What topping did you order? Just normal cheese and pepperoni pizzas. Sayori's stomach approves of the choices. Well, let's eat.
Thanks for the meal.
Yeah, what Yuri said. The conversation peters out as we munch on the gooey slices of pizza, but it eventually crossed back up again. Anyway, Sayori, I'm just curious about something. She looks up at me curiously with a mouthful of cheese pizza. Exactly, how did you manage to burn the dumplings again? Both her and Yuri come close to choking. I'm not mad, alright, just curious. Well, if your problem's not to get mad, Yuri told me to keep an eye on the food before she went upstairs. So I was standing there watching the dumplings, and I kept watching them, just like Yuri said. But then they started smoking. Sayori? Hey, I'm not dumb, okay? They look perfectly normal to me. They just started smelling burnt. Oh, and they started smoking too. And then that's when I called Yuri.
Sorry, when I told you to watch them, I thought it was implied that you should also cook them.
How was I supposed to know what you mean? What you meant? I wasn't the one who read the instructions on the bag.
Isn't it common sense to move frying food around on a pan so it doesn't stick to the bottom?
They look over at me as if to use my culinary knowledge as some sort of common sense tiebreaker. No other choice but to shrug at them, I guess.
Anyway, I told Sari to turn off the stove when I saw what was happening.
Yeah, so I tried to turn off the stove, but I ended up turning up the heat by accident since I was panicking.
And then it started to burn even more.
So then I started trying to scrape off the dumplings at the bottom of the pan, but the bottom layer of the dumpling skin was super hard to get off. And while I was doing that, I kind of did the same thing that other time, and some pieces of dumpling skin accidentally flew into the burner.
That's when it actually started catching on fire.
Yep, but luckily I remembered how to put out the fire at my house with the fire extinguisher under the sink. After a second, I found one and sprayed the stove down.
Don't worry, the kitchen's all cleaned up now.
Well, we still need to do the dishes, but the stove's cleaned up. Man, I'm torn between being glad I missed it and being sad that I didn't see it for myself. A wave of exhaustion hits me as I let out a yawn. I guess just hearing about all your shenanigans has made me tired, though.
Given that everyone's finished eating at this point, we can let you have some rest for the night.
Yeah, if you're feeling better, I can head home. I'll stop by tomorrow to check on you again. Thanks for taking care of me, guys. By the way, I'll take care of the dishes later. You all are probably tired as well.
It's okay, but are you sure you don't want us to wash the dishes?
That's alright. If you could put the leftover pizza in the fridge, that'd be great, though.
Alright, I suppose that it is getting late.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Jake. See you, Sayori. Sayori smiles, yawns, grabs her stuff and the pizza, and leaves.
Well, I'll bring you something to eat tomorrow. If that's alright, that is.
That'd be great, Yuri. Thank you. And thanks for taking care of me. I know I said this before, but I really appreciate it.
If you need anything else, please be sure to call or message me, and I'll be over as soon as possible.
I nod, waving her goodbye. She grabs her stuff and heads to the door, closing it behind her with a soft click. I close my eyes. This was a surprisingly fun day. Well, aside from the part where my house almost burned down, and how I struggled to even make it to the bathroom. But other than that, I don't know how I would have managed without the girls. On another note, I'm getting along with Yuri quite well now. It's only been a month or so since I joined the club and met her. Now it'd be hard to think about not spending time with her after school. She's a shy girl though, so I don't want to rush things. The last thing I need to do is try to move too fast and just ruin everything. I'm also glad that I'm getting to spend more time with Sayori as well. We've really reconnected since we ended up drifting apart. Heh, maybe I should get sick more often. Yeah, if a guy needs to get sick for people to hang out with them, then that might be a problem. Even as I mull over these thoughts, I feel sleep beginning to overtake me again. I need to recover, especially since I don't want to end up missing Halloween. Tomorrow, I'll think more about my poem. Yay! It's so cute! It's adorable! I love that transition! Is it finally Halloween? That refreshing crispness in the air, the vibrant flurry of reds and oranges and yellows gently swirling down from the treetops. It's definitely autumn. And with autumn comes Halloween. While I'm not into horror as much as someone like Yuri, I've always enjoyed Halloween. It gives a good exercise to indulge in all things horror, not to mention prank friends and enemies. Man, Siri and I used to go all out on each other when it came to Halloween pranks. Speaking of, she's late, as usual. Siri, there you are. Hurry up or we'll miss all the fun. Is it Halloween?
Finally!
What the? What is she supposed to be? She looks like a freaking she looks like a someone from like the Wild West, but more like a raider as well. I like how she has the bow on her hat though. Oh, that's cute. It's cute and so weird at the same time. I'm going as fast as I can. I took a little nap after school, so I was putting on my costume. A little nap, huh? Something tells me that this nap was more than just a cat nap. Well, you still look pretty nice at least. Cowgirl, huh? Like the Halloween twist on it. Has a cool vibe to it. Yeah, the thing. I need a good thumbnail. But I don't know if this is gonna be the one. But that's why I can't take risks. You look great as well, Jake. I haven't seen you in costume for ages. It's really bringing back memories. Thanks. Yeah, can you believe that I actually put effort into this? I laugh at myself. There I was thinking that I'd outgrown Halloween, yet here I am. What am I? Well, you have to. It's Halloween after all. I just wonder what the others are gonna look like. Her question lingers in my head as we make our way to school. All along the way, I spot a couple of other people also dressed up. One guy doesn't look too out of the ordinary, but brown fedora, red and green sweater. It's his glove that's the giveaway. It sports a row of blades. Upon closer inspection, his face looks charred and burnt. Impressive makeup, to say it the least. Theory flinches as she passes him. I don't like the look of that guy, but I bet he'll give me nightmares. Whether that was an intentional pun or not, is up for the debate. Oh, look at them, Jake. I can't help but grin as I see Sayori pointing to a group effort with one person in brown Great Dane dog onesie. Next to him stands a nervous-looking guy with shaggy brown hair, while a confident-looking blonde man leads the pack, accompanied by two women. It's a pretty big contrast from the costume we saw beforehand. The walk to school feels more like a parade, with a variety of characters ranging from horror to cute, western to eastern. A creepy-looking pale girl with jet black hair covering her face ambles past us without a word. Sayori clings to me. Why do people have to dress up so scarily? Well, it is Halloween. I know. It's just that some of the costumes and makeups are so convincing. Let's squeeze her hand gently. What is going on? My Discord is ringing up crazy. My Discord is ringing up crazy. Ugh. Sayori, they're just people having fun. Look, I'll say hello to the next one. You'll see that they're just celebrating Halloween. There's nothing to be afraid of. She doesn't look very convinced, but nods anyway. The next person to walk by us doesn't look too scary. Kinda just looks like a janitor, with dark overalls and an expressionless white mask. Sure, the mask is a bit unsettling, but at least okay, never mind. He's got a huge knife. Never mind, he's got a huge knife. Hey, nice costume. The masked man doesn't reply, although he does stop walking. Now he's just standing there wordlessly looking at us both. I don't think this is doing Sayori any favors. You, on your way to a party? No response. He tilts his head at his fingers, fiddle with the hilt of the knife. Well, Sayori tugs on my sleeve as the man carries on walking. Maybe he was a mime! Sure, let's go with that. Of course he wasn't a serial killer or anything. Of course he wasn't real. I feel like that's going to actually affect the story somehow. I don't know how or why it will, but I just feel like it will. The school grounds look completely different at night, with the lights out and the usual noises absent. The whole building has a totally different vibe. I can't help but shiver slightly as we draw closer. It's crazy how the hustle and bustle of the place really brings it to life. With all of that gone, the sleeping school looks like the typical haunted buildings you see in horror movies. The windows devoid of any light and are sinister and uninviting. The faint light of the moon basks the grounds in an ethereal glow. God. Either way, we must be the only students who are breaking into the school to celebrate Halloween. Hardly the most wild of places to break into, but the sight in front of me confirms that it's a perfect for the festivity. Ew. Jake? Don't tell me you're scared, Sayori. Hey, you are too! I puffed my chest out in a comedic display of fox bravado. I am not. She playfully rolls her eyes. If you say so. By the way, where are the others? Wait, who is this? Can't help but let out a yelp of surprise as the unexpected voice causes me to jump out of my skin. Meanwhile, Sayori is in a furious fit of giggles, shaking with laughter. Hey, what's so funny? Don't tell me you weren't scared either. I saw her coming. Monica! Monica holds an expression torn between sympathy and amusement.
Sorry, Jake, but it was too good an opportunity to pass up. You should have seen your reaction.
I pull a face. Very funny. You guys want to see my face? Ah! If you guys don't follow me on Twitch, my friends Jerry and Devin are showing me some stuff. What the heck? Oh my god, he's so weird. I don't want to because I'm in the middle of a video. He's legit texting me on Discord. He sent me pictures of Harry Potter chocolate wands. Oh god, I hate these. I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Alright, get back to the story! Jerry interrupted me. If you guys, please, if you guys do though, follow me on Twitch. Link in the description. Nice costume, by the way. She does a twirl.
Thank you. I wasn't sure what to go with in the end. It felt weird putting on a costume. I can't even remember the last time I did anything for Halloween.
I'm guessing this is the first time you've broken into school, huh?
You shouldn't be proud of that, Jake.
Oh, come on, Monica. Where's your rebellious teenage spirit? Okay, he's offline. Finally. You're a witch, after all. Aren't they meant to get up to mischief? Mischief? Yeah, come on. It'll be a lot of fun. No one will find out. In all excitement of preparing for Halloween, I totally forgot that Monica was a perfect student. The thought of breaking in, especially into school, must be completely foreign to her. Still, sometimes you gotta have a little fun, today of all days as well. Dude, you're thinking of Monica, but what about Yuri? Do you think Yuri would want to do this crap? A wry smile works its way onto Monica's on her face.
Just for today.
As it turns out, breaking into school is kind of easy. That, or we just got lucky, we managed to find a window that was unlocked. That school must not be secure then. The interior of the darkened... I like this. In the original game, they didn't have like the scenery out here. There's a building out there. Do you see that? There's a building that I like. The interior of the darkened school looks just as spooky as the exterior. My imagination is doing me no favors. Every sound we make seems exceedingly unwelcome, like we've stumbled into the den of a monster. Even with Sayori and Monica near me, I can't help but feel uneasy. I was all for the idea of breaking into school. But now that we're actually inside, it's only just dawning on me how creepy darkened schools really are. I swear I heard a rumor that a couple of years ago, a student committed suicide in this very school. Really? Really? Are you gonna bring up something from the original game? Are you really bringing up something from the original game? Did she hang her? I was joking! I was legit joking! Did she hang herself? Did she hang herself? Did she hang herself? I shiver as I simultaneously try to block out the memory, and I remembered more of it. No, that wasn't it. She just disappeared one day. No trace of her, almost like her very being was just deleted. First you get the person who does the deletion, and then you get the person who's suicide right next to you. I was joking about the freaking original game. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Like that. I mentally shake myself. No, that didn't happen. These are just silly rumors that school kids like to spread to creep each other out. But a part of me can't help but imagine, what if that actually did happen? Would her ghost still be roaming these very halls, twisted with vengeance, prowling for victims? What if... Here we are! Monika's voice snaps me out of my spectral spiel. We're outside the club room. I can spot Yuri and Natsuki inside, poring over a pumpkin carving. It's a shame we're doing it in this room. Huh? Why? Well, it's Halloween, right? The classroom opposite to us is where that one student hung herself. I freeze as Monika winks at me, opening the door. Oh, I saw that. I see this. I see it. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, guys. You two look great. Yuri. Yuri. Oh. No. Yuri. Nice costume you have there. Yuri blushes. It looks like she's gone for some sort of gothic vampire outfit, which, given her taste in horror and poetry, is really good. Is a really good fit.
Thank you, Monika. It is quite enjoyable to express my love for horror in this way. Poems are, of course, gratifying to write, but this makes a nice change.
Sayori wanders over, trying to figure out what Yuri is meant to be. Are you, a vampire?
Yes, a gothic one, in the vein of Anne Rice's vampires.
Called it.
It's not too dark. It's not too dark, is it?
Huh. Relax, Yuri. It's Halloween. It's pretty much a day dedicated to horror. It's fitting. I really like yours as well, Natsuki. Pretty spooky. Ooh, I like Natsuki's too. But why do you have the? It's like she has the mask on the side, like not like Nux Takan's YouTube channel logo, or his YouTube channel thing, where like Nux has his mask and stuff on the side of his face. Did you do this based off him? Natsuki's looks pretty cool though. I like Natsuki's looking outfit. They all got some stuff. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's right. Screenshot. This is it. This is the thumbnail. I got it. Oh, that should be the name for today. Sayori, what the heck are you? Not spooky. That's your new name. It's super fitting. Natsuki looks at Monika and Yuri in a desperate plea. After getting no response, she sighs deeply and starts up again. Sayori? Yeah? That is literally the stupidest thing I've heard all day. Everyone but Sayori breaks into laughter. Hey, that's super mean! Sorry, but it's the truth. But it's cute! Cute? I'm a skeleton. How in the world is that cute? It's Halloween! The day is supposed to be like the opposite of cute. Or sorry, it's supposed to be opposite of cute. Well, I won't lie, that's a pretty fitting name, not spooky. She grins. Sorry. Oh, come on. Yuri could have come up with a better nickname. Yuri?
You're putting me on the spot here, Natsuki.
To her credit, at least she didn't call her not spooky. Jake? Sorry, I really can't deny Sayori for her moment of glory. Fine, but only if I get her to give her a dumb nickname too. Wait, Sayori, what exactly are you? A cowgirl, right? Sayori tips her hat down and adopts to a southern cowboy drawl. It's a high noon! Well, not a very good one. There's silence for a moment. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the tumbleweed going by. Fitting for a cowboy, at least. Sayori, it's midnight. It's high moon, then! You've been watching too many spaghetti westerns, Sayori. Spaghetti? Now I'm just hungry.
This is part of the reason why I like Halloween. It really brings everyone together, even if the premise of the festivity is a bit dark.
I figured you'd like Halloween the most, Yuri. Actually, they're all smiling in this one, so I'll screenshot the one where they're all smiling. Because if I look in the captures that I just took a picture of, you guys can see, yeah, this is the first one. Yeah, I think the one where they're all smiling looks nice. I like the one where they're all smiling. All of them smiling. It's pretty much a day of dedication to horror. Although it's pretty great seeing a skeleton, a cowboy, a vampire, and a witch all in the same room. Not exactly every day you get to see that. Just remembered all the silly things we get up to. All the pranks, the scary movies. Yeah, it's pretty silly. Just that's what makes it fun. Plus, I can't wait to scare you all with my ghost story. It's gonna be the best. Ah, not spooky. Please don't make it too scary. We've already passed a bunch of people in terrifying outfits on the way here. It's a horrible guy with a glove made of knives. Yuri smiles softly. No surprise she recognizes the character.
You won't sleep well tonight, will you, Sayori?
Sorry, Sayori. Can't make any promises. We all share a collective laugh as Sayori pouts.
Speaking of festivities, I brought something that I believe would contribute to the intoxicating nature of the mysticism of Halloween. It's rather decadent, but since it's a special occasion,
Yuri slides a slender black wine bottle out of her bag. Its glass takes out an alluring shine beneath the fluorescent lights.
I was able to find a nice Chianti.
Yuri? Is that apple cider, Yuri? No, I think that's wine.
I've done something wrong again, haven't I?
I don't think alcoholic drinks are allowed on school grounds now, are they? Not to mention that we're underage anyway. Although that's never really stopped anyone from drinking.
I'm sorry, I just thought that given that we were trespassing anyway, I don't know what I was thinking. And now the atmosphere is ruined too.
It's fine, Yuri, at least you didn't bring it during a regular club meeting. Just be careful not to let anyone catch you with it. I have to admit, though, you're the last person I would have expected to bring something like that here. Yuri must be under the influence of the witching hour or something.
There's still an hour or so until the witching hour.
You know what I mean. Hey, it's okay. I'll just add to the story. The story? Yeah, you know, the story that we'll be telling people later about tonight. Hey, you better leave that not spooky stuff out of it. Nope. Sayori! Not spooky!
Alright, cut it out, you two.
To be honest, though, I'm a bit curious about how the wine tastes. Come on, Monica. Aren't you supposed to be the responsible one here?
You're right.
She casts a wistful gaze at the wine as she says that, though. Sayori and Natsuki seem to be glancing at the bottle curiously as well, while Yuri hesitantly stows it back into her bag. Okay, everyone, let's move along to the main event, shall we? Who wants to share their poem first? I haven't done this in so long! I love this! Yuri! Oh, it takes us right to it. Ethereal. Somber sounds of midnight malice float around a chasted chalice. Riding otherworldly winds, letters torn from nails pinned. A looming figure takes my hand, leading me through with sympathy canned. Cumbersome weights ride my shoulders with the vicinity of falling boulders. Their words are muffled by lament, false assurance fails to dent. Their fierce facade of fleeting fear tune is lost, no longer here. Cobalt nerves, fractured soul, the luminescence of coal, clacking footsteps from below, echo, 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 echo. For a moment, the room is silent.
Oh no, I went too far, didn't I?
No, it's just the kind of thing we're looking for. Would you like to tell us what you were thinking of when you wrote this?
Okay.
Yuri takes a deep breath.
It's a bit hard to describe, but sometimes there are nights where my mind just seems to be full of noise. Nights where I can hear.
She trails off, absent-mindedly. Did she get caught up in her own poem that much? Hey, Earth to Yuri!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get sidetracked.
It's okay, Yuri. Don't feel like you have to rush. Yeah, take your time.
Right. Well, as I was saying, I wanted to try and capture the feeling one might have on a bit of dark night.
Wait, aren't all nights dark? It's a metaphor, Sayori. I think Yuri's trying to talk about when people are going through a difficult time.
That's right, Jake. The dead of night can be very fickle. It can be a peaceful time as the world around us winds down, but sometimes being alone with our thoughts can be terrifying. The poem was an attempt to reclaim some of that darkness.
Well, I think you did a great job with that, Yuri.
Yeah, I really liked it.
You did? Thank you.
Sayori! My old friend, there is a dark and hollow thing that follows close and to me clings. It sticks to me and turns and turn when I spin around and discern. In the dark, in the deep, the faintest shape that it keeps. It goes away when sunlight shines, the sunshine sweet and warm and kind. But does it really? Is it gone? Or does it secretly keep on? Is it really hiding there? Staring from beneath the chair, glaring from atop the stairs, nowhere but yet everywhere. Where is it? In the corner in the gap, I stare in and it looks back, weighing down, draining out.
That was very interesting, Sayori. I always enjoy seeing a poet step out of their comfort zone a little bit, especially when it comes to writing horror.
What do you mean?
You typically don't write darker poems, correct? Unless I've misinterpreted.
No, you're right, Yuri. This was a real change of pace, and it was fun.
Well, I'm glad my suggestion has gone down well then. I figured it would be fitting for the occasion.
Don't give her too much praise. She'll start thinking that she's the next Stephen King. Hey! I'd be a great horror writer. Actually, no, wait, I wouldn't. I'm not big on, like, actual scary stuff. Makes sense. What's this poem about anyway? Oh! Well, it's about whatever you think it's about. Are you trying to sound like Yuri? No, silly. I don't want to write it with a specific thing in mind. It could be about whatever you fear the most. Hiding away, always there, never leaving. Even when you think it's all sunshine and rainbows, it never truly goes away. So, it could be whatever you think it is. A terrible secret, a scary monster, a childhood fear of the dark. It could be made up, or it could be real. It doesn't just scare you. Maybe whatever it is drains you as well, bit by bit. And what makes it scary is knowing it's always there. Holy crap. It's safe to say that no one expected that from her. The temporary silence in the room confirms that. Natsuki frowns, evidently nonplussed by what she just heard. Even the cool, calm, collected Monica looks a little taken aback. Yuri, on the other hand, smiles contentedly, seemingly unfazed by the sombre explanation coming from Sayori's mouth. Wow. Okay, it's not just me who didn't see that coming, right? Laughter fills the club room.
I mean it, Sayori. Your use of metaphors and use of darker thematic imagery was very refreshing to see.
Just do me a favor and don't turn it into another Yuri, okay?
Natsuki!
Kidding. It was great, Sayori. Aw, you guys. Let's see what poem. The dark. Sometimes I lie awake at night, sitting in a room devoid of light, and think about the monsters waiting in the dark. I can't imagine what they look like. Maybe sharp claws and skin lined with spikes. Maybe a mouth that could swallow me whole. Maybe red eyes that could pierce my soul. They could eat me right now if they wanted, yet they wait. Waiting for me to close my eyes. Waiting for me to dream of the light. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But now I'm thinking about the monsters and I'm still lying awake in the dark. Yeah, I know, it's not great. Why would you say that, Natsuki?
Actually, I quite liked it, Natsuki. It's pretty obvious that horror is something that out of your comfort zone. But you did an exceptional job at combining your style of writing with horror. Fear is very complex emotion, so it's a challenge putting it into simple words. But I'd say you did quite well.
I would have to agree with Monica. Fear isn't something that is meant to be completely understood. The complexity behind what a person fears and why they're afraid of it is almost unfathomable. The poem is about fear of the dark, or more specifically, a fear of the unknown, yes?
Yeah. Just I don't like knowing what's there. I don't like not feeling safe. My poem is all about how your imagination plays tricks on you when you're in the dark. You know, there's no such thing as monsters, but like, you can never be completely sure. That's what scares me. That's uncertainty.
I can relate. But as I was saying, it's certainly a feat encapsulating something as complex as fear into 4 simple stanzas.
Natsuki smiles proudly. What can I say? I'm good at what I do. Yeah, well done, Natsuki. Theory, if you say that one more time, I'll...
Anyway, moving on.
Of course, just Monica. Guys, that's her poem. Reverie. I wake up, cold, black night, silent and still. I fall to my knees, splinters in my hand, dust in the air, cold. Where am I? I reach for the light I need. Is it there? The switch is pressed. I feel the warmth of my face and my hands and my arms and my... I wake up. It's dark all over, cold. Silent and numb, I reach my hand out. I have no eyes to see, but I can feel it. I press the switch, the warmth fills me. The dark comes again. I die again. I wake up. Noise in my ears. Voices? Cold. I reach out and feel nothing. Where is it? Wasn't it real? Wasn't it there? Everyone reaches, but no one can touch it. The dark comes again. We all die again. I wake up. Here again? Monica bows a little bit after she finishes. I mull over what she's read. I don't really get it. That sounded like something Yuri would have written.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
Of course not. What does reverie mean? I don't think I've heard it before.
It's an English word that means something like having a pleasant daydream. But it comes from a French word that means madness. Appropriate for Halloween, isn't it?
Monica smiles, looking a bit more sinister than normal somehow. How cultured. Yuri looks a little distressed at the implication of Natsuki's sarcasm and the idea that Monica's poem sounded like something she might have written. Do both meanings relate to the poem?
You could say that.
What do you mean?
It reflects on how a blissful act can make the pain go away. For a little while.
Alright guys, all your poems have been pretty good so far. But just wait till you hear my poem. Gonna whip it out. An evil grin stretches across my face as I whip out my own poem. Am I doing the Grinch? Am I doing the Grinch one?
If you're this confident, I'll be looking forward to your recitation.
Don't put your extra effort into this one, Jake.
Well, not quite. What's that supposed to mean? It's not a poem that I wrote myself.
Jake!
But I promise you that it's very appropriate for the occasion. This is a poem that has an urban legend attached to it. Supposedly, if you read it out loud, you'll be cursed so that something tragic happens to you. Maybe even death. Ah! Jake, that's so scary! I know, right? It's great! This poem is titled Tamino's Hell, written by a poet named Saijo Yaso. And it happens that this is a poem that I will be reading to you all. At this very moment. Jake! Don't do it! What if something really bad has happened to you? Pfft, yeah, right. It's called an urban legend for a reason, you know. Emphasis on legend as in something that's not real. Still!
I'd like to see the data on all the people who've read this poem so far. And And statistically speaking, it's likely that something tragic will eventually happen to you anyway.
I find that there's always some element of truth behind these stories, though. Of course, this truth might not reflect on the literal meaning of the stories and legends. However, there's likely a message behind the legend.
Yeah, I'm not gullible enough to believe any of this stuff, though. Alright guys, let's settle down. You can all voice your thoughts after I read it, heh? Tamino's hell. Elder sister's vomits blood. Younger sister's breathing fire, while sweat little Tamino just spits up the jewels. All alone does Tamino go falling into that hell, a hell of utter darkness, without even flowers. Is Tamino's bigger sister, or is Tamino's big sister the one who whips him? The purpose of the scourging hangs dark in his mind. Lashing and thrashing him, but never quite shattering. One sure path to Avicii, the eternal hell. Hell. Goddamn hell. Into the blackness of hells. Hell. Guide him now, I pray, hell, to the golden sheep hell, to the nightingale hell. How much did he put into that? Oh my god, hell. How much did he put into that leather pouch hell? Prepare for his trek to the eternal hell. Spring is coming, hell, to the valley, to the wood, hell, to the spiral chasms, hell, the blackest hell. The nightingale in her cage, hell, the sheep aboard the wagon, hell, and tears well up into the eyes, hell, the sweet little Tamino, hell. Sing, oh nightingale, hell, in the vasty, misty forest, hell, he screams as he only misses, hell, little sister, hell. His willing desperation, hell, echoes throughout hell. A fox pony, hell, opens its golden petals, hell. Down past the seven mountains, hell, and 7 rivers of hell. The solitary journey, hell, the sweet little Tamino, hell. If in this hell they be found, hell, may they then come to me, please, hell. Those sharp spikes of punishment, hell, from Needle Mountain, hell. Not just on some empty whim, hell, and flesh pierced with blood-red pins, hell. They served as hellish signpost, hell, for sweet little Tamino, hell. Not sure if it's just me overthinking this, but I feel a strange chill running down my spine after reading that. Jake! That was seriously too scary! Huh, it was alright. Should probably downplay it, at least for Sayori's sake.
I'd have to agree with Sayori. It had a very creepy, old-fashioned feel to it. After hearing that, I wouldn't doubt that something bad looms in your future. Monica!
Personally, I found the poem quite beautiful. Of course, it's certainly eerie. But there are a lot of symbols and metaphors that I could pick out just from hearing that one reading. I think that I'll have to look into this poem more in my free time.
You guys think that was scary? That's pretty meh, in my opinion. The poet was clearly trying too hard to be edgy and smart.
If I may respectfully disagree, the tone and word choice of the poem matches its content. It's not written that way simply to be edgy. After all, I understood it correctly. Tamino was banished to hell for murdering his own parents.
How'd you get that out of the poem?
Well, it mentions that Tamino is on his way to Avicii, the lowest of hells in Buddhism. And killing one's parents is one way you get sent there.
Oh, well, whatever. I still don't like it. Well, you guys can agree or to disagree.
But whatever, you like the poem or not, you'd have to agree that it and the legend attached to it are pretty interesting, right?
I mean, I guess. Jake, I'm gonna have to keep a good eye on you from now on, just in case the legend comes true. Sarah, there's probably a bigger chance that something bad will happen to you first, given how clumsy you are. Hey! We all share a laugh with Sayori joining in after a moment of pouting. Guys, this has been so enjoyable. It's fun to scare your friends with silly pranks, and dressing up is also a lot of fun. Although, I don't really like horror that much. It's just so scary to think about think what could be out there. Stop being a chicken, Sayori. Hey, you're the one who got scared by Monica earlier. The girls all laugh at my expense as I let out a groan. She's never gonna let me live this one down. Touché. Anyway, it's ghost story time, right? Don't really know many ghost stories, to be honest. Sorry. But I looked on the internet to find some. Most were super long, but like this one about what is it? Some kind of sleep experiment? Theory, you're rambling. Oh, oops. Sorry, I'm new to telling scary stories. I'm curious though, guys. What sights or sounds scare you?
I'll be honest with you. Silence scares me, especially after I've read a gripping horror story.
Is it just me who finds reverse music really creepy? My piano teacher showed me a few reverse pieces once. It just felt wrong to listen to, especially when there's vocals. You start hearing things that aren't there.
I don't know. Come on, Natsuki, there has to be something out there that creeps you out. You'll just laugh.
We won't.
She's right, Natsuki. We've all shared. What is it?
Natsuki averts her eyes, talking to the floor. The noises that children's toys make. It's like when I'm home alone and I think of like a Jack-in-the-Box playing by itself. It'd creep you guys out too. Nah, I'm with you. I've always found anything to do with children scary, especially in the dark. The sound of babies crying, for example. Normally it's annoying, but if I've heard it in the dark and there was no one else around. Well, it's fitting you mentioned that, Jake. Don't you remember that argument we had on Halloween back when we were like 10? No. Siri, where is this going? We were both on our way to a Halloween party. It was pretty quiet out, so you could hear everything. I heard the sound of a baby crying, but it wasn't coming from inside anyone's house or anything. There weren't many people on the streets either, and it definitely wasn't one of them. It was coming from down a dark alleyway. Chill runs down my spines as I remember exactly what incident she's talking about. I remember I wanted to go out and investigate. I was scared it was a toddler in danger, but you didn't let me. You were too chicken to... Hey! Okay, we were just in a rush. But anyway, pretty creepy, right? I guess I kind of see what you mean about babies crying being creepy. I was a bit scared myself. Looking back, I'm glad you convinced me not to go. Guess being a wimp has its perks, huh? Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki all laugh. Anka, however, looks like she's been slapped in the face.
Guys, do you not realize how lucky you were? Oh god, you guys have no idea.
What?
Sayori, did anything seem a bit off about that baby's cry?
Sayori scrunches up her face in an attempt to recall.
No, not really. Well, it did sound a bit repetitive though. Like the cries didn't change much.
Monika's voice shakes as she replies.
Guys, that's what serial killers do to lure out young women.
I can't help but burst out laughing. Pretend to be babies? Come on, Monika, you had me going for a second there, but you kind of ruined the punchline. She looks straight into my eyes.
No, Jake. They record a clip of a baby's cries and hide the speakers in a dark place. They prey on women's maternal instincts because they know that they're attracted to the sounds of infants in distress. The laughter dies on my lips as a cold, sickening silence takes in place. Oh my god. That's what the cries didn't sound natural. It just recorded a small segment and replied it over and over.
It all makes sense now. The unnatural cries in that dark alleyway, a meticulous, calculated effort to ensnare an unsuspecting victim. Wait, hang on! Didn't Miss Kasami go missing around that time? Miss Kasami used to teach Sayori and I a long time ago. What happened to her exactly? Sayori shrugs. We were told that she moved away suddenly to work in a different part of the country, right? People used to spread really scary, horrible rumors about what happened to her, but they don't really make sense. Hang on. She had a child of her own that year, didn't she? Oh god, she did. And my parents wouldn't really discuss her whenever I asked. They were super dismissive of the whole thing. I always wondered why. Oh my goodness! Wait, you guys actually believe that? Everybody looks at Natsuki shocked. Oh, come on! There's no way you guys almost walked into a trap. Besides, that's just an urban legend.
What happened to their teacher then? She just disappeared and Jake's parents refused to talk about it?
I don't know about you, but they just seemed pretty convenient for the story. Well, maybe some things are better left off unanswered, huh? Although I do hope Siri and I are just misremembering.
Well, on the cheerful note, how about we move on to the next story? I like to nominate Natsuki.
My story?
Natsuki, do you not have one?
Hey, I never said that. I do, but it's just, I got it off the internet. I don't like horror. So if it's bad, it's my fault, okay? Natsuki clears her throat. Oh, it's about these two friends named Io and Naruko. Basically, there was a rumor going around the high school about people seen going in and out of abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Most people thought that they were just drug dealers, but some swore by the fact that the house was being used by a cult of some sort. Okay, I just want to say that the part about the part about, you know, what is it? The serial killer part? Excuse me? You're not taking that seriously? What if you did hear something like that? Like, what do you mean? At least they were smart enough not to do that before, but they didn't realize what it was. If it wasn't repetitive, then you know it's fake, and also, I would make sure that no one did that. Oh god, that I spaced out for like a few seconds because I had that thought in my head of something crazy happening like that. That's crazy how something like that is that, and that's actually real stuff. That is legit real stuff. Most people thought they were drug dealers, but some swore by the fact that the house was being used by a cult of some sort. I think I read this already. Io and Naruko were pretty outgoing and adventurous, so they decided one night to check the place out. They get to the house and it's pitch black out. Luckily, Io had brought flashlights for the two of them. Naruko, on the other hand, brought a knife with her just in case they ran into any trouble. They go inside and the place reeks. We're talking Jake's room levels of stink. Hey! Evan bursts out laughing. Was that really necessary? Sorry, I had to. Anyway, they look around for a bit. They find the door to the basement, the stairs to the second floor, things like that. Finally, they go into the kitchen and find the source of the smell. There's some weed on the table, and it looks to be recently used. This confirms Io's suspicions that it's just a drug dealer, and she wants to leave. Naruko, on the other hand, still wants to snoop around for a bit. They get into an argument with each other, with Naruko calling Io a coward because she thinks Io wants to leave since she's afraid of all the rumors. Then Naruko goes, "Yeah, well, if you're not afraid, then go down into the basement." Io gladly accepts and walks over to the basement door. As soon as she opens it, she feels a sharp pain in her back. Before she can react, she gets pushed down the stairs. She trembles down the stairs, and once she hits the bottom, she realizes she can't feel her legs. Her vision is blurred, but she can barely make out a figure standing at the top of the stairs with a knife. The last thing Io heard before she passes out is Naruko's footsteps as she descends down the stairwell, and an old grizzled voice say, "This one will do nicely." The very next day, Naruko and Io call in sick. It's kind of a shame, really, because they miss out on the on all the talk about how someone heard strange animal-like growls coming from the old abandoned house on the outskirts of town. So, yeah. Hope you liked it or whatever.
What happened to Naruko and Nayo at the end? They didn't die, did they?
Use your imagination.
That story, Natsuki. Cults usually provide good fodder for horror stories.
Indeed, I've read quite a few novels involving cults.
Doesn't Portrait of Markov involve something like that?
Something similar, yes.
Speaking of Yuri and horror stories, how about you go next, Yuri?
Me? Alright then.
Give it your best shot.
You're walking alone one pale, autumnal night. The moon is graceful, casting her light down below, light like snowdrops. As you continue down your path, something shambles behind you. You turn around to look at what it might be, but all you see is a cluster of leaves rustled by the pale air. Slowly returning, you notice the lights in every house around you going out, then flickering before fully extinguishing. With tentative steps, you advance towards one of them to investigate. Just as you about to reach the window, you hear something snapping behind you. A broken twig is all that remains. Uncertainly floating around inside your head, you unconsciously start walking faster away from the suburbs. Eventually you find solace in silence, the only sound being your heartbeat. It's quiet. Nothing bad seems to be happening now. In fact, nothing at all seems to be happening. Confused, you look around and see that you're in front of your house in the street. No one is stirring, nor are there any lights. Gently pacing towards your house, you go through the door. The lights are on. The television is on, but no one in sight. This is unusual. You were expecting your parents to be home tonight. Had they gone out without telling you? No, that couldn't be it. They always let you know where they'll be. You pull out your phone and open up your contacts to give them a call. However, no one is registered in there anymore. No matter how you try to remember, you can't call out to them. Suddenly, there is a heavy knock at the door. You peer through the keyhole, but see no one. Another knock. Another?
No! No!
Another.
I didn't notice Yuri changing! No! 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 I saw that! I thought that was just over for Yuri! But they just couldn't, the mod creators couldn't help but add Crazy Yuri into this. They couldn't help themselves.
You cautiously open the door, but there's still no one there. No one anywhere.
Just the way she goes, another knock, and then she just changed into her like,
and another. How did this happen? Why are you alone in the piercing silence? Silence is so loud it fills the air. You do not know, and there isn't any way for you to find out.
That's it? What a dumb story. Dude, she freaked me out by her freaking turning to Crazy Yuri. She turned to Act 2 Yuri really fast. Like that. Nothing even happened. Where were the scary monsters and stuff?
There is no greater fear than the unknown, Natsuki. Sharp claws can be prepared for. Enigmatic silence cannot. What's more fearful? Something you know is coming for you, or feeling safe when you're in fact not.
Quite a somber note to end your story on, Yuri.
How is no one talking about how she changed her appearance? Her eyes just went back to Act 2 Yuri. She went to Act 2 Yuri. There's so many Thanos snaps. She goes right back to Yuri from Act 2. Oh my god, we're an hour into the episode. We're an hour into the episode. My god. We're an hour into this episode that I'm recording. You guys are going to be enjoying a 2-hour Halloween special on this. Oh my god, though. It was so weird. How did it go from... Oh my god, I'm yawning. I'm tired. It freaked me out. I don't like the Act 2 Yuri. I don't like the craziness behind Doki Doki Literature Club. Yuri just changed so weird. It's so weird.
We can always count on you for a good horror tale, huh? Anyway, I'll go next. Although a scary story. Now I think about it, I don't think I've come up with a ghost story before. I haven't read too many horror stories either.
Well, I guess that isn't a surprise. Just make one up, then it'll be fun.
Well, I can't say I've tried that before.
Are you trying to get out of telling a story?
Of course not. Now that I think about it, there is one I've heard of.
Monastic's expression turns serious. The mood in the room turns serious. She uses the same intensity she did when she read her poems, and everyone quiets down.
A number of years ago, Tanabata had come along as does every year. It's the story of a lost little girl. Where am I? She cried. She cried and cried, hoping desperately she could find someone to help her. But the little girl was alone. No one could hear her. But just as all hope seems lost, she heard a voice. Is it the night wonderful? The girl looked up. Where before there was nobody was now a man in an elegant yukata. He wore what looked like a no mask, but it was completely blank. Behind the man stood a stall, masks and lanterns of all sorts hanging from it. How rude of me, the man managed himself. Welcome, dear customer. Your heart seems unhappy. Why not take a look at my wares? The man said as he gestured to the masks behind him. Please take one that will bring a smile to your face. The girl looks at the masks. There were ones that looked frightening, ones that looked strange, ones that looked exotic, and many others. What about your mask, mister? The girl asked. I'm sorry, but this mask is very special. It's not for sale. The girl looked sad. I like that mask. It looks really cool. The man laughed softly. It has been called many things, but this is perhaps the first time it has been called cool. Would you like a fruit? The man asked, picking one up from the tree behind him. They're sweet and delicious. The girl reached to take it, but the man pulled his hand back. Ah, they're not for children. The girl was confused. But just tonight, it should be fine, he said as he offered his hand once again. In the festival of the night, children can become adults, and adults become children. Is that true? Asked the girl, and the man assured her it was. The girl took the fruit and bit into it. It was unlike anything she had tasted before. It was almost overwhelming, but the flavor was wonderful. It's good, the girl said happily. The man laughed again. I'm glad you think so. There's plenty, so please eat all you like. As she ate, the man took down a mask. What about this one? The girl took the mask. It looks like me, but she looks like a princess, the girl said in awe. Do you like it? Please take it. But what about money? Asked the girl. I don't need money. Instead, I would like to be friends. Is that okay? Of course, the girl agreed. From now on, we're friends. I'm glad, the man said with gratitude. Why not put on your own why not put on your mask? The girl did so. She was overcome with a strange feeling. What is it? She asked. Ah, at last, long I have dreamt of this moment, my dear, my Eve, my only friend. The man smiled beneath his mask as he spoke as the light of the stars began to fade. For it is the festival of the night, where children become adults, and adults become children. Let it be known. Another unconventional horror story I see.
Sorry. I thought it was Monica still speaking. She really got into that moment. Another unconventional horror story I see.
Yep. I guess monsterless horror stories are more popular than you'd think.
I'd rather like the mysterious tone myself. It's very reminiscent of the style of Asian horror stories.
You guys have a weird sense of what's scary.
I mean, this story isn't necessarily meant to scare you to death.
Yuri almost scared me to death. I like Yuri, but they had to add the sprite from Act 2 Yuri. You had to use the sprite of Act 2 Yuri in this situation. Like, you couldn't handle yourselves, my creators. It's like, you couldn't handle yourself. Like, you could literally not handle yourself. I'm just a little frightened because Act 2 Yuri scares me a lot.
I mean, this story isn't necessarily meant to scare you to death. Spirits don't have to just be frightening, you know.
Well, it is Halloween. Aren't things supposed to be scary today?
But Halloween is fun too, not just scary.
All right, you guys, break it up. Let's just all agree to disagree again. Monica smiles gratefully at me, or whatever, while Natsuki shoots me a disgruntled look. Anyway, guess it's my turn to tell a story. So this is something that actually happened to a friend of mine. Oh, really? Yes, really. So what happened to Theori then? Roasted! Huh? The story's about me? Is that true, Jake? What? No, it's not.
Let's just get on with the story, shall we?
Right, anyway. So this friend of mine lived alone in an apartment building. He lived in the downtown area and loved to party all night. And one night, he was out as usual. However, when he stumbled back home in the early hours of the morning, he realized that he'd lost his keys and was locked out of his apartment. So he ended up having to call his landlord, who was pissed at having to wake up in the middle of the night to let him back in. But in the end, he was able to get home safely, so that's all that matters, right?
I can certainly relate to that comforting feeling.
Right. But when he got inside, he noticed that his keys were actually on his nightstand. So he didn't lose them after all.
They were an extra set of that his landlord lent him. Lent him?
Nope. He was able to recognize them by the keychain he attached to it. So that's it? Pretty much, yeah. What's so scary about that? Guess you haven't realized it yet, huh? What do you mean?
The apartment was locked when he got back, right?
Yeah, I got that part.
But his keys were still in the apartment. So how do you suppose he locked them in?
Huh?
So I must have gotten into his apartment and placed them inside, then locked the door themselves from the inside.
And the only sets of keys were my friend's and his landlord's, so...
Whoever it was who brought his keys back was still in the apartment when he got home.
Jeez, that's actually scary. I was legit confused too on why that was scary. I was like, oh shoot. But who was it then? He never found out. You're gonna make me permanently paranoid.
That was quite an enjoyable story, Jake. Although it was short, the realization at the end definitely made up for that.
Plus, the story calls on the real fears of things like squatters, stalkers, and killers. Who knows? Maybe one of us has a squatter living in our own home, hidden away, never to be found.
Stop right there! I don't even want to think about it! Okay. The story wasn't half bad. Heh, glad you all liked it. I'll have to admit, this has been pretty fun, guys. Yeah, it really has. We should do this sort of stuff more often. Theory, Halloween only comes around once a year. Oh yeah.
If I may make a suggestion.
We all turned to look at her.
Well, as it's fitting for the mood, would you like to try the Kokokuri-san game?
Huh? What's that? Oh, the Ouija board thing. And my phone goes off. Ooh, Mark uploaded finally an Uno to YouTube. Yay! I recorded so much, but this is more worth it. This is actually supposed to be a really long episode. I want to have the first half of the recording in because it was cute. So isn't that some urban legend?
Only if you believe it is, Natsuki.
Ouija board stuff, huh? On one hand, although it's not very hard to scare me, I'm a bit skeptical about ghosts. Although I've heard from a lot of people that messing around with the dark arts is a dangerous business. I mean, we're in a dark school late at night, so with no one else around. really did open a portal for a malevolent spirit to enter our world. Who knows what could happen? Nah, that's a bit too far-fetched. At least if the spooky ghosts kill me, I won't have to do that math homework that I've been procrastinating for a week. Seems a lot more tempting now. Can you tell us more, Yuri?
Of course. So, Kokori-san is the name of the spirit we'll summon. The name comprises 3 animals, a fox, cock, a dog, a doku, and a raccoon-ri. Oh, fox cock. Fox is cocks?
Wait, you want me to rip a cock off a fox? What the hell is wrong with you, Yuri? No, I'm just kidding.
A dog coo and a raccoon-ri. Each animal represents something different. For example, the dog is loyal and protecting, while the fox is trickster or a teacher. You can ask Kokori-san different things. You can ask who loves you, whether you'll become rich, etc.
Hang on. You can ask it anything? A devilish smile crosses your face. Why don't we ask Kokori-san when we're going to die? Yuri looks aghast, nervously fiddling with a strand of her hair.
Natsuki, there are questions you shouldn't ask, and that's one of them.
Nah, come on, Yuri. This is the perfect time for it.
I don't think you realize what you're getting into. There are many stories of people messing around with spirits, all ending with awful consequences.
Aw, come on, Yuri. Besides, it's part dog. If it starts trying to possess someone, we can just throw a stick for it, haha.
Also, it's a Shinto spirit, not a demon or ghost.
Now Spooky is the one wearing a bone outfit, and we all know dogs love bones. So it's just her who has to worry.
Natsuki would have made a wonderful Medusa with a death glare like that.
Well, seeing as if we've already broken in and have some illegal contraband on our hands.
She uses a wink at Yuri, who ducks her head down, blushing.
Adding an animalistic wraith into the mix. Well, might as well, Yay, that's the spirit!
Okay then, let's begin the preparations.
With the ritual set up and the candles dimmed, we're ready to go. We also had to open a window, which according to Yuri allows the spirit to enter and exit. The ambient noises from outside permit the room, adding to the atmosphere within. So, what happens now? Oh, what the frick?
Place a coin on the red gate. A torii is where the spirit enters and exits.
Whose finger is this? Is that Yuri's?
Now everyone, please place your index finger on the coin.
After a bit of crowding, we managed to squeeze the tip of everyone's finger onto the coin.
Be careful not to let go of the coin.
What happens if we do?
Please don't.
Fine. Let's get on with this already.
Alright.
Yuri visibly composes herself and continues.
Kokori-san, if you're here, please move this coin.
At first, nothing happens. Just as Natsuki thought a silly urban legend. No way. There's no way the coin just moved. My eyes have to be playing tricks on me. The coin, initially on the red torii, slowly slides across to yes. Oh! Did you guys see that? Even Natsuki is in the state of disbelief. Alright, who did that? Real jokesters, aren't you? Very funny. The crickets outside can be heard clearly in the silence that follows. No one's footsteps up to the claimed responsibility for the coin's movement. Wow, so that's how you're gonna be, huh? Whoever it was, just tell us already. More crickets. Fine, I'm not bringing cupcakes anymore until someone admits it to it. But it's not Spooky! And stop calling me that! I bet it was Yuri. She was the one who suggested this.
Me? I would never.
I guess Yuri is a scaredy cat. It wasn't me either! Yeah, Sayori's a scaredy cat too. So that leaves Jake and Monica.
Natsuki, have you considered that maybe, just maybe, it really is Kokori-san moving the coin?
Yeah, right, there's no such thing as ghosts.
Kokori-san is a spirit, not a ghost.
Same difference. Well, all I have to say is that I didn't do it. Natsuki's skeptical glare causes me to hurry on. But I know that there's got to be some sort of scientific explanation for this. I can't seriously witnessing the paranormal, can I? Okay, Einstein, what's your scientific explanation for this then? I'm working on it. Uh-huh. It has to be one of us doing it.
I know. Why don't we ask Kokori-san something that Jake and I couldn't have known? Given that you seem to suspect us the most,
Okay then, Theory, ask it something. But what should I ask? I don't know about anything about Jake and Monaco couldn't have known. Oh, I know. Kokori-san, can you please tell me what I have on the top shelf of my refrigerator? What kind of question is that supposed to be? Sorry, I guess I'm kind of hungry. The banter peters out as we expectantly watch the coin. Suddenly, the coin jerks a little to the right. Natsuki squints as she scrutinizes each of our faces. Meanwhile, the rest of the girl's eyes seem to be glued onto the coin, Yuri's face blanching at each further movement. Everyone seems to wait with the battered breath of the coin slowly inches over to the letter R. A. Zero's eyes widen while Yuri ever so slightly backs away from the paper. The coin carries on moving.
R-A-M-E?
Ramen? They're leftovers. Zero, you've really got to eat more healthily. But it's so tasty!
Should we really be using Kokori-san to answer such frivolous questions?
That wasn't frivolous at all. We were proving that whether or not it was one of us moving the thing.
And now you have your answer. None of us moved it.
Wait, so is that supposed to mean
it was Kokori-san who moved it?
Monica seemed awfully cheery at this revelation. Man, Monica, does anything faze you?
I've just been in much scarier scenarios than this. Plus, I've got to say confident as the president, you know.
I see. So Kokori-san is real then?
I tried to get you all to take this seriously.
I mean, you really can't blame us for thinking that this was all fake. I do still think there's a trick to this.
Natsuki?
Whatever. If you want us to take this seriously, then I'll take this to a serious places, alright?
Natsuki.
Kokori-san, what is the date of my death? Yuri throws me a frightened look as we all wait for the coin to move again. Her finger feels cold as ice against mine. Slowly, the coin moves with the letter N and inches over to the numbers. 31 10 2018.
That's today.
I don't like this anymore, guys.
Some questions are better off not being asked.
That can't be true, right? Kokori-san, what about the other girls in this room? The coin doesn't move. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Don't you want to know the date of your death?
Yeah, like some piece of paper and a coin is gonna tell me that. You looked pretty scared earlier. Shut up. As I move away, Yuri gasps.
Jake, we haven't properly finished the game yet. There's a certain procedure.
No, there's no point. He's already broken the finger on the coin rule.
What do we do?
Sorry, Yuri. I'll come back to help you guys finish it a bit.
You better hurry up, Jake.
Whew. Finally out of the club room. I can't believe that the game actually scared me. Although I'm curious to know who it was who rigged the game. It had to been rigged, right? The bathroom is pitch black when I open the door, save the faint moonlight glint of the bathroom mirror. The contrast between the darkness and shining glass dazzles me for a moment until I notice it. The dark figure within the glass that's standing completely still. All the urban legends that I've heard of involving mirrors begin to rush through my head. Some instinct inside me stopped from moving, as if we're doing would stop me from being noticed. I don't even dare to take a breath. As my eyes start to water from the lack of oxygen, the figure in the mirror seems to start wavering as well. Crap, crap, crap. I can't take it anymore. As I bend over to take a wheezing breath, the figure ducks down as well. Huh? Is that my reflection? Scanning my surroundings, I quickly jump to the light switch and flick it on as soon as possible. Oh, God, please don't, please. The fluorescent lights overhead flicker to life, confirming my suspicions. I glare at my reflection and then snort. Luckily, there was no one else there to see that. I slam a stall door shut on compulsion as a sigh of bravado to myself, I guess. Crushing at the shockingly loud echoes of the door reverberating around the bathroom, I can't help but remain quiet now. Hold on a second. I heard. Please, no. No, I heard some noises. It's scaring me. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared. The fridge tap water at the sinks remind me of Yuri's icy hands during the game. I should probably hurry back. Please do. That was perhaps the most nerve-wracking trip to the bathroom I've ever taken. I shake my head. Snap out of it, Jake. All these stories aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. It's awfully quiet inside the clubroom. Wonder what witchcraft the girls are up to now. I step into the classroom, a pang of fear and adrenaline shoots throughout my heart. At first glance, the girls seem to have disappeared, but I quickly realize that they haven't disappeared. They're all collapsed onto the floor and desks. Oh, very convincing, guys. Yeah, I totally believe that you're all actually dead. Very funny. Slight rustle gets my attention. Something in my peripheral vision moves on the Coruscant's paper. Curious, I amble over. You should never have come. What? I'm scared. What is this coin spelling this out? Wait, more importantly, how is the coin moving by itself? My mind flashes back to what Yuri said before I left. We hadn't properly finished the game. That was a certain procedure we were supposed to follow. But what happens if you don't do it at all that? Hold on. It's not like ghosts are real though. Right? They must be playing a prank on me right now. Right? I reach down to shake Monica's shoulder. She's lying prone on the floor, but I can't help but feel a dread that her body will be cold. As I start to reach down, I freeze. Are those footsteps outside? No one else is supposed to be in the school, right? In a panicked state, I scan the bodies on the floor. All the girls are here, so the footsteps grow louder and louder. They don't sound normal, almost like they're shuffling or dragging along. Is this real? Am I starting to hear things now? The blood rushing through my ears is drowning out the sound of the footsteps. Where are they now? I can't tell. Are they close by? Should I hide? How much time until they reach the club room? I can't tell. I'm legit sweating in fear. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm scared. I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm so scared. Crap. Oh God, that scared me for a second. I throw myself to the floor, squeezing my eyes shut. The sound of my heart hammering in my chest is almost defeating. Over the drumming of my heart, I hear it. The footsteps stopping right outside the club room. Please, don't open the door. As the door rattles open, there's an awful, sickening silence. Until someone or something breathes. Some kind of raspy gurgling. And a low, deep vocalization. Something that sounds off, as if someone had warped the sound in a computer program. Something completely and utterly unnatural that raises the hair on the back of my neck. This was supposed to be a good game! What did you do? Why is it on Halloween that you get to make this freaking like the original Doki Literature Club? What did you do? I felt absolutely paralyzed. My muscles are tense, my jaw aching from my clenching is shut in nervousness. But if I relaxed, the adrenaline running through my body would immediately give me away with my trembling. As the sweat trickles down the side of my neck, I hear it drawing near. A warm moistness settles down my neck as if someone were breathing over me. I dare not to even breathe. The idea of breathing in the fetid smell of its breath nearly triggers my gag reflex. Am I just imagining this? I can't be. Can I? I can't think of any way this could all be just a simple prank. There's no way any of the girls could have manufactured this. Being that that feels wrong to its very core. The temptation to satisfy my curiosity and look at whatever's hovering over me is almost overpowering. But an instinct deep within demands that I keep my eyes shut. I can't help but feel a dread of that something horrific will happen if I look up. All I can think to do is pray for this thing to go away. Please go away, please go away, please go away. Maybe this mantra can help me drown out the sheer fear I'm feeling. While soundlessly chanting my mantra over and over in my head, I realize that the room has gone quiet. Suspiciously quiet. God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. It's not even Halloween yet. And I'm scared, and I don't like horror. I hate it so much. It's too soon to move, isn't it? I'll give it 5 minutes until I peek out at the room. Seconds turn to years, turn to decades. I can't tell how much time has passed, and given my panicked state of mind, I don't trust myself to judge time well. It feels like an hour has passed, but it's probably more like a minute or two. Or has it been 5 minutes? Should I open my eyes? Should I? Hold on. Shouldn't I be getting help for the others soon? But if something happens to me, then I can't get help for them anyway. What do I do? How much longer should I hold out for? I can't believe that this is actually happening. I've gone insane, haven't I? Do I dare open my eyes? I strain to hear anything, but it's completely silent. Why do you do this? Why are you doing this? It's like the original game, but so much more worse. It's like the original game, but it's so much worse. It's like so much worse. Do I dare? Do I? Maybe I should. If only to end this torment. Screw it. I cautiously opened my eyes, the smallest bit peeking out from behind the curtain of lashes. Nothing's there. Just an empty classroom. A wave of relief cascades through my body, and then quickly as I dare, let out a breath I've been holding in. I lay there for a bit, breathing heavily. Slowly I get up and walk to Monica and desperately shake her. In my historical state, I can't help but think that she's probably dead. Monica, please wake up! Oh my god! I was sweating so hard! I was sweating so hard! I thought this was actually real! Oh my god. Your face! Monica! My what? You said they're seeing your face! She sits up, emerald eyes tearing up from mirth. What did you think we were actually dead? Her laughter fills the room as the other girls also sit up. I'm sorry for scaring you twice in one night, Jake. As you said, it is Halloween. This whole thing, it was just a prank? The board, the footsteps, Of course! You already told me about the Coruscant a week before Halloween, so I was able to rig the answers. It was a ghost. It wasn't a ghost or anything like that, dummy. Theory would have said that Kokori-san was right no matter what answer Monica made it give. And the footsteps? There are some little speakers that I hid outside the classroom. Theory had the idea to pre-record some footsteps and then send them to me so we can make it sound like there was something coming. I sigh as all the tension leaves my body. At least there was a rational explanation for all of this. As the other girls laugh, I can't help but join in. No, I wouldn't. That was so nerve-wracking. They made it like the original game. It was so nerve-wracking. It was so nerve-wracking. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. The tension, the nerves and tension, man. I was sweating so hard because of how silent it was. I thought we were gonna get a jump scare. Oh, I just realized that this is the original Doki theme in Halloween theme. Yeah, they got me fair and square. Okay guys, I'll admit. Well played. You got me good. I'm curious though. How'd you get another person to agree to this?
Huh? What do you mean?
Come on guys, the game's up. I know it was a prank.
No, seriously, what do you mean?
Are you really gonna keep the joke up? I know, the guy who came inside while I was on the floor. He was all gurgly and raspy and kept making these noises. Like he was saying, well, I'll sound dumb when I try to mimic him, but it was something like Poe. Jake, what are you talking about? We didn't ask anyone else to help out. After all, we could take the risk of having someone report that we trespassed.
Indeed, Monica rused simply to rig the Kokori-san ritual and use the speakers. Who are you talking about? As far as we're concerned, we're the only ones in the building.
What? You guys are completely serious now. The girls all nod at me. The only thing I did was deliberately move the coin around while I was touching it and rig the speakers. Nothing else?
That's right.
Sir, you swear that you're telling the truth? I am. Siri would never lie to me like that. Oh, so that doesn't make sense though. There was a guy. Like the clubroom doors open and stuff like that. How did they not hear that? Suri would never lie to me like that, so that means... Wait, so you guys didn't hear it? They all exchanged looks of bewilderment. Am I actually losing my mind?
Like Yuri said, I'm pretty sure it's just us in the building.
You're honestly telling me you didn't hear anything. The girls share a look of alarm. Jake, relax. There was nothing here. It's okay. Yeah, even if there was some spooky ghost, I would have kicked its butt. The tinge of humor along with Sayori's reassurance helps calm me down a little. I'm not exactly convinced, but if the others didn't see or hear anything, and they were in the same room, then I must have just imagined it, right?
Okay, everyone, it's getting late. Let's clean up and call it a night.
I used to think that I'd grown out of Halloween, but today it makes me realize that anyone can enjoy it. Horror can be fun. Maybe I'll talk to Yuri more about that stuff. You okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm good. I was just thinking about the Ouija board. That thing really got to you, huh? I was a little scared too, even though I knew Monica was behind it all. Anyway, I'll see you in school tomorrow. Good night. Yeah, see ya, Sayori. As I turn around to walk home, I can't help but laugh. Yeah, those girls got me good. I never saw that coming. And the bit where the coin was moving by itself was really good too. Wait, Monica only said she rigged the actual ritual, not that she moved the coin around afterwards. Not to mention there was no way she could have moved it when she was on the floor. The coin, the entity. So does that mean? I take it back. I hate Halloween. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I'm scared. I'm paranoid by what just happened. She said she rigged the ritual, but she didn't move the coin. She couldn't have moved it while she was on the floor, and there's a guy. Oh my god. It's like regular Doki Literature Club all over again. I'm done. This is completely done. That scared the living hell out of me. I was scared for life in that situation. Like as soon as he entered the bathroom, I knew something was gonna happen because I was starting to sweat a little bit and start to really like get scared in the chills. But then I was like, okay, good. But then he realized. But then when everything comes to a halt and everything's like, when the Monica's doing the prank and stuff, I'm like, oh my god. How could he have imagined it though? How? How could he have imagined? How could he have imagined that whole situation? How could he have imagined it? There's no way he could have imagined that. The coin moving, there's no way. There's no way. There's no freaking way. Is there somebody here? Is I hear somebody? Some people said that the Halloween version was in the demo of this, and then, and a lot of people wanted to skip the Halloween. I see why a lot of people wanted to skip the Halloween one again. It was terrifying. It was like the original game all over again. But I've got so much to export. That was such a long episode. Like 20 minutes into the video, we finally start the Halloween episode. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did like it, then please smash the like button. It'd be really appreciative. Also, subscribe if you're brand new for more Doki content and other things that I upload. Comment down below if you were scared as much as I was in this situation, and as well, who is your best waifu? And as well, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a single video that I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time.